Bibles this morning to 2 Samuel 7. We began this part of the series on the life of David last Sunday. It's entitled Taught by Mercy. Taught by Mercy. And it's not by the mercy that's sitting back there. It's a different mercy. It's a mercy of God. 2 Samuel 7, 12 through 24. And the main theme or premise of this message is that the mercy of God has lessons to teach. That we learn by knowing the mercy of God revealed in our lives. So the question that I was asking last Sunday was, have we come to know the mercy of God? And if we have come to know the mercy of God, what has the mercy of God taught us? What has the mercy of God taught us? So we're going to look at the life of David. And in this one passage, the Lord shows him mercy. And we shall see what we can learn from the mercy that God showed David. Let's begin reading in verse 12 of chapter 7 in the second book of Samuel. When your days are fulfilled and you rest with your fathers, I will set up your seed after you, who will come from your body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Verse 14, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the blows of the sons of men. But my mercy shall not depart from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I removed from before you. And your house and your kingdom shall be established forever before you. Your throne shall be established forever. According to all these words and according to all this vision, so Nathan spoke to David. Then King David went in and sat before the Lord, and he said, Who am I, O Lord God, and what is my house, that you have brought me this far? And yet this was a small thing in your sight, O Lord God, and you have also spoken of your servant's house for a great while to come. Is this the manner of men, O Lord God? Now what more can David say to you? For you, Lord God, know your servant. For your word's sake, and according to your own heart, you have done all these great things to make your servant know them. Therefore, you are great, O Lord God, for there is none like you, nor is there any God besides you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And who is like your people, like Israel, the one nation on the earth whom God went to redeem for himself as a people, to make for himself a name, and to do for yourself great and awesome deeds for your land before your people, whom you redeemed for yourself from Egypt, the nations and their gods? For you have made your people Israel your very own people forever. And you, Lord, have become their God. Now, O Lord God, the word which you have spoken concerning your servant and concerning his house, establish it forever, and do as you have said. Here in this passage, we have what has been known as a Davidic covenant. The covenant made with David. And last Sunday, we began to say that God works with us, with men, through or by means of covenants. Here in this passage, we have David desiring to do something for God. At the beginning of the passage, we read it last Sunday. David is sitting in his palace, and he looks outside and looks at the sanctuary, the tent of meeting, where the ark is, and he says, I've got to do something for God. I have to do something for the place where God dwells, and I have to give him a house. So he gets the idea that he's going to build a place for God to dwell in.